Hi there, this is Craig Beck from StopDrinkingExpert.com. Welcome to my video blog from the beach today. And excuse me if this gets a bit wobbly because I doubt whether I can hold this camera for like 10 minutes. So this might be a short video as a result. Today's video is how do you cope with having alcohol in the home once you've quit drinking? And it's a tricky one really, because if you think about when you go on a diet, dieting is the sort of thing you can do with your partner, you know, and you can both agree, hey, look, we've put a bit of weight on, let's go on a diet, and it's pretty straightforward. No more cakes, no more chocolate in the fridge. Easy to agree to something like that. But generally, you know, stopping drinking is an individual thing. It's an individual decision. And it's more than likely there is someone in your household, possibly your partner, who drinks equally as heavily as you do. And it's unlikely that you're both going to reach this utopia, this eureka moment at the same time and go, we're drinking too much, let's stop. Now, ideally, you would both stop at the same time and you would agree no more alcohol in the house, because that is a beautiful situation and it allows you a much more peaceful life. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But as that's unlikely, you're going to have to reach some sort of compromise, I think, really. Now, the thing to remember always in this is that you can't change the behavior of other people. You can't change what other people do. You can only change how you respond to them. Now, hopefully, you've got the sort of partner that recognizes that what you're doing is a monumentally difficult and challenging and profound decision, and they support you 100%. Now, part of that support should be no alcohol in the house. Now that sounds like a big ask, but if you think about it, if you use any other drug, it's the obvious thing you should do. If you were addicted to heroin, excuse me, I'm just going to change hand because my arm's aching. If you were addicted to heroin and you said to your partner, right, that's it, I'm quitting heroin, help me, you would consider it offensive, inappropriate, selfish, disgusting if they then brought heroin into the house and left it lying around, wouldn't you? So what's the difference? Alcohol is the second most addictive substance on planet Earth. It kills someone every 90 seconds. Think about that. In the making of this video, several people have died just because of alcohol. So why is it different? Why would it be unthinkable to bring heroin into the house of a heroin addict, and yet it's okay to carry on using alcohol in front of an alcohol addict? The answer is because alcohol has managed to pull off the biggest illusion ever. I mean, forget David Copperfield making the Statue of Liberty disappear. Alcohol has done much better than that. Alcohol has twisted the whole world. It's got the whole world thinking that it is the people who don't use a drug who are the strange ones. Amazing. You've got to be impressed at the illusion. So, chances are, if you live with another drinker and they're addicted, they're drinking daily, then they're not going to respond positively to you stopping drinking. They're not going to encourage you, and they're probably going to try and derail you. You know, they'll say, oh, come on, lighten up. You only live once. Oh, just have a glass of wine with dinner. You know, they'll try and crowbar you back into drinking. Why they do that? Well, there's a whole video about that, because that's a whole different psychological thing going on there. But it's not going to make your life easy if they're doing this. Because you love them, you trust them. I mean, why would they give you bad advice, you know? And so, if they won't agree to an alcohol-free house, then at least try to get them to agree to a temporary removal of alcohol from the house. 3 to 6 months. Because this is going to give you the opportunity to go through the kick without having temptation lying around, the kick from the drug that's going to make you want to drink again. And it will also allow you to establish a new routine in your life. You know, alcohol's been stealing a lot of your time. And when you stop drinking, you're going to get a whole heap of time back. And that sounds like a benefit, and it is, but initially you'll be like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm so bored, what am I going to do? You know, you've conditioned yourself over years, maybe decades, to always spend half the day with an anesthetic in your system. You're sedated for half the day. And all of a sudden you remove alcohol and you've got all this energy and you're thinking, what am I going to do? Fuck! And if you're sitting around bored and there's alcohol in the house, there's a temptation to say, look, I'll just sedate myself, it's easier. So 3 to 6 months to get your new routine. And what do I mean by new routine? You're going to have to find things to do. Walk the dog a bit more. Hopefully we have some aerial footage of this shot because there's a drone up there somewhere. My bike is here. I've just cycled 15 kilometers to this beach here to make this video. I'm going to the post office. It's a 30-kilometer round trip. Why am I doing it? Because I've got the time to do it. So try and get alcohol out of the house in the very least for a couple of months, yeah? Ideally you want it out completely because then you have a very, very beautiful life. Daniela, my partner, she drinks very rarely. I think in the last year I've seen her have 3 beers. And so we just don't have any alcohol in the house. And you know what? That just takes the pressure off. It's not that I'm tempted to drink it, it's just that there's something negative about keeping addictive drugs in the house, I think. I wouldn't feel comfortable having glue in the house to sniff. I wouldn't be comfortable having cocaine or heroin. I wouldn't be comfortable having a gun in the house. The home is where love is. It's where you spend time with your partner and you enjoy your relationship. You eat together, talk together, laugh together. Do all these beautiful things. Why would you want something destructive in your home? And if you can get into a situation where you have an alcohol-free house, my God, are you in a good place? Life is beautiful, I'm telling you. Okay, that's my bicep workout for the day done. I think as this plane comes into land at Larnaca Airport, I will close the video here. Thank you for watching. If you have comments and suggestions, please post them below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you very soon. My name's Craig Beck from StopDrinkingExpert.com.